Okay, let's take a look at some implicit differentiation examples on explanation or review. First question, 3y square minus 2x square equals to 2xy. Find the first derivative dy dy with respect to x. So as you can see here, if you try to express y explicitly, you will find that y sometimes cannot be explicitly written in terms of x. So in here, if you try to rearrange y alone on the left hand side and everything, all the x's on the right hand side, you'll find that it is not possible. And in such situation, we will have to use what is called implicit differentiation technique. So what it means is we take the derivative of everything on the left hand side and on the right hand side accordingly. So in this case, the question is asking the derivative of y with respect to x, dy dx. So we take d in bracket, square bracket of everything on the left hand side, which is d 3y square minus 2x square equals to d, the derivative of in bracket, square bracket, everything on the right hand side, which is 2xy. So in this case, we can take the constant out, 3 in this case. So we take the derivative of y square, so everything inside the square bracket, okay. We're going to take the derivative with respect to x here. And then the next one, because it is the addition or subtraction, so you can just proceed to the next one, which is negative 2d derivative of x square. So basically the second term here with respect to x equals to derivative of, take the constant out, to derivative of xy. So in this case, we have a product between x and I, multiplication between x and y, so that we can use product rule. So for the first terms, 3 times the derivative of y square with respect to x is 2y times dy dx. So we can use substitution if you want, but in this case, we're taking the derivative of y square with respect to x. Therefore, it's 2 times y to the power of 1 times the derivative of y itself, dy dx, minus 2 times derivative of x square with respect to x. Therefore, it's become 2x. So negative 2 times 2x from here. And then on the right hand side, we apply a product rule. So we take the derivative of the first term, which is dx, in this case, dx with respect to x. So dx it's gonna get cancelled, multiplied by the second term plus the derivative of the second term, which is y or dy dx, multiplied by x, the first term. So this is inside the bracket here is actually the expansion of this term here, derivative of x times y. So moving on, we have 6y dy dx minus 4x from here. So in here we have 2 times y, okay, plus 2x dy dx. So next we combine all the dy dx on the left hand side. So moving this term to the left, we have 6y minus 2x dy dx, and then move this term to the right hand side, become 2y plus 4x. And therefore our dy dx equals to this term, 2y plus 4x over 6y minus 2x, which can be further simplified into y plus 2x over 3y minus x. So just little note here, the term d and then in bracket, meaning take the derivative of everything inside the square brackets with respect to x, because this is x. If this is u or t or theta, so it means with respect to that variable t or theta or u and so on. Okay, let's have a look next example. Find dy dx of 3x square minus xy plus 3y equals 7. So again, if you try to rearrange all the y on the left hand side, so this is negative 3y, this is plus 3y equal to 7. You probably cannot, so instead we will go straight to use implicit differentiation techniques by taking the derivative of everything on the left hand side and everything on the right hand side with respect to x, because the question is asking for dy dx. So using this implicit technique, so we have 3, the constant out of the variable x square. You're going to take the derivative of x square with respect to x, because the question asking for dy dx, minus the derivative of x times y with respect to x. Again, we're going to apply the product rule here. Okay, so in here we're gonna have to apply a product rule, plus 3 times dy dx equals to the derivative of 7 with respect to x going to be 0. So moving on, the derivative of x square with respect to x is going to be 2x, so we have 6x. And then the product rule, we take the derivative of the first term, in this case dx, over dx multiplied by the second term y, plus the derivative of the second term dy dx with respect to x multiplied by x. So as you can see here, everything inside this brackets is actually an expansion or product rule, okay, between the multiplication of x and y. Moving on, we have 3 dy dx, and then equals to 7, derivative of a constant is 0. So proceeding, we have 6x minus, so in here we can cancel dx and dx, we get negative y, and then negative x dy dx, there we go, negative x dy dx, plus 3 dy dx equals to 0. So combine all the dy dx. On the left hand side, we have here we have 3 dy dx, 3 minus x, so 3 minus x dy dx. Move this term on the right hand side we have y minus negative, minus 6x. Therefore dy dx equals to y minus 6x over 3x. So just move on the 3 minus x here to the right hand side bottom. And we, in this case, our this question allow us to rearrange, okay, to get the value of y, or to express the y explicitly in terms of x. So we have 3x squared minus xy plus 3y equals to 7. So by doing rearrangement, we have 3 minus x times y equals to 7 minus 3x squared, and then therefore we have y equals to 7 minus 3x squared over 3 minus x by doing rearrangement. So we can then substitute this expression, the value of y, function of y with respect to x, so with as a function of x, into this dy dx. Okay, so that's what I'm doing here. The next one, 7 minus 3x squared minus over 3 minus x, okay, which is the original value expression of y, minus 6x, so divided by 3 minus x. So in here we have 3 minus x in here. We can multiply by 3 minus x over 3 minus x, so which is basically equals to 1. Okay. The reason for doing that is because we want to get rid of this part here. Okay, so by multiplying with 3 minus x, we simplify the problem, okay, into 7 minus 3x squared, 7 minus 3x squared, that one, minus 6x times 3 minus x, okay, and then the denominator 3 minus x become 3 minus x squared. So proceed, simplify the whole things. We have 7 minus 3x squared minus 18x minus 6x squared. We then end up with only 3x squared from here, positive 3x squared minus 18x plus 7 over 3 minus x squared as the final answer for our dy dx. Okay, let's try another one, this simple one. Find the first derivative dy over dx, okay, of this implicit function. Okay, so just like before, if we try to express y explicitly, we probably cannot, because we have 2xy on the right hand side here, and then we have 3y square on the left hand side, so we probably cannot express y explicitly. Let's see. So in here, let me just switch on the pen. Oops. So we have 3y square, if you want, then minus 2xy equals to 2x square. Move the 2 here on the right hand side, and then if you want to take the y out, I think let's say there, so we have 3y minus 2x equals to 2x square. So if you try to do like this, you still have not get rid of all the you still cannot successfully exclusively express move all the y on the left hand side. Okay, 3y minus 2x, so we still have y here and then y here. So in that situation, we use implicit differentiation. Okay, use implicit differentiation. So in that case, we have, so let's say our question was 3y square minus 2x square equals to 2xy. Therefore, taking the derivative, okay, take the constant out, 3d with respect to x, because the question asking with respect to x, of y square minus, take the 2 out, d with respect to x of the x square equals to, take the 2 out, taking the derivative with respect to x of x times y. Let me move this, make some room. So moving on, we have the derivative of y square with respect to x is going to be 3 times 2y to the power of 1 times dy dx, the derivative of y itself inside the, which is y itself, because we need to express it in terms of x. So 2 times y to the power of 1 times the derivative of y itself, dy dx, minus 2d. In here we can differentiate of x squared with respect to x, therefore we can do 2x to the power of 1 equals to, so on the right hand side here we need to apply the product rule. Okay, just like down here, by product rule. So take the first derivative of the first term, which is the x itself, so become dx over dx times the second term y, plus take the derivative of the second term, which is dy dx, so the second term is y itself, so dy dx times the first term. Okay, so you can say this in bracket here, in the square bracket here, is now expanded to this inside this round bracket. Simplify, so you have 6y dy dx minus 4x equals sine 2y dy dx. So sorry, we don't have dy dx. This term and this term is cancelled. We have 2y plus 2x dy dx. So combine all the dy dx on the left hand side. We have 6y minus 2x dy dx. You can check it by multiplication. move this thing on the right hand side. So we have 2y plus 4x, and therefore our dy dx is 2y plus 4x over 6y minus 2x, which can be simplified further into y plus 2x and then 3y minus x. Therefore we can have a simpler answer of y plus 2x over 3y minus x as the final answer, final dy dx. Okay, this is another one. If y equals to this is a little bit more complicated. If y equals to 2 cos x over square root of ln y minus 3 over y, and the question is asking the derivative or the first derivative of y with respect to x. So we have a square root sign here on the right hand side. The way I would prefer to solve this problem is taking the square of both the left hand side and the right hand side. Therefore we can get rid of the square root sign. So we only end up with y squared equals to 4 cos square x over ln y minus 3y. Moving on the denominator on the left hand side, we have y squared times ln y minus 3 over y equals to 4 cos square x. Combine the terms with the brackets, y squared times ln y minus y squared times 3 over y. We can cancel one of the y. We have only 3y, therefore equals to 4 cos square x. So in here again we cannot express y explicitly in terms of x, so we will use implicit differentiation approach by taking the derivative simultaneously, everything on the left hand side and everything on the right hand side, like this. Taking the derivative of the first term here, y squared times ln y, which is a product rule, okay, in the square brackets, minus 3 dy dx, because there is only y, only single y. So dy with respect to x equals to 4. The derivative of cos square x with respect to x is easy, it can be found. So the first term here, derivative of the product rule, we can take the first derivative of the first term, y squared is 2 times y, and then multiply by dy dx by itself, times the ln y, minus the derivative of ln y, which is 1 over y, okay, times the dy dx itself, okay, and then multiply by the first term, which is y squared. So it's written here. So everything in this yellow bracket here, in the square bracket here, the yellow one is an expansion of the product rule between y squared and ln y with respect to x. Moving on, it's become negative 3 dy dx, okay, equal sign for the derivative of cos square x with respect to x is simply 2 times cos x times the derivative of cos x is negative sin x. So that's what we have here. So overall this become negative 8 cos x times sin x. Combine all the dy dx on the left hand side. So we have dy dx, and then dy dx. Therefore we have 2y ln y plus y squared, which is this one here, divided by y. Can cancel one of the y. Minus 3 from here over dy dx times dy dx equals to negative 8 cos x sin x, negative. So we have then the first derivative of dy dx is simply move all the terms here on the bottom. It becomes 2y ln y plus y minus 3 as the final answer or the first derivative of the problem. Next, the derivative of y equals to 8 to the power of x cubed. So in this case we take the log, natural log of both left hand side and right hand side, okay, like so. Ln y equals to ln a raised to the power of x cubed, therefore equals to x cubed times ln a, okay, it's not side note here. Ln a raised to the power of n equals to n times ln a. That's the side note, the formula if you like. And then from here, then we can take the derivative of both sides. In other words, this is an implicit again. So derivative of ln y, okay, equals to derivative of x cubed, or a time raised to the power of x cubed, become x cubed times ln a, which is a constant. So derivative of ln y is 1 over y times the dy dx itself, and the derivative of x cubed is with respect to x is therefore 3 times x squared ln y, which is a constant. And therefore we can combine dy dx, move the y on the right hand side, 3yx squared ln a. And we know from the beginning that y equals to ax cubed, therefore we can replace the value of y here to a raised to the power of x cubed multiplied by x squared times ln y as the final answer of the dy dx. We can, because in here we can express y explicitly in terms of x. Similarly, if our function is y equals to x to the power of x, in order to find dy dx, we can take the log or natural log of both left hand side and right hand side like this. So we have ln y equals to ln x raised to the power of x. Therefore, this, according to the side note that we just did, equals to x times ln x. And then we then take the derivative of both left hand side and right hand side to use implicit approach. So the first derivative, so the derivative of the left hand side is derivative of ln y with respect to x, and then the derivative of ln x to the power of x will become x times ln x. And therefore we have, so in here we change into x and time ln x. The derivative of this is the product rule, okay, it's written here. So we have a product rule on the right hand side. So the first derivative of x dx over dx equals to 1 times ln x plus the derivative of ln x is 1 over x times x itself from here. So all the terms here on the square bracket is actually the expansion or the product rule of things on the top line, the product rule. So the derivative of ln y here is 1 over y dy dx, and the derivative of that is this one, and therefore we can get the value of dy dx equals to ln x plus 1, because this is cancel, x multiply get cancel, multiply by y, and the value of y equals to x raised to the power of x, so it's equals to ln x plus 1 times x raised to the power of x by substituting the value of function of y here. Okay, that will be it for now.